Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, lovely people. Hope you're well. Welcome back to another live match preview. This time it is top four contenders Newcastle United versus the Liverpool Football Club at St James's Park in the Premier game of the weekend. Drift, how you doing, bro?
A little nervous still.
Yeah, I'm past nervous.
I don't want to take no L's, you know.
It's going to be a really tough game.
It is.
We played them at St James's last season, beat them 2-0, went up with two quick goals with Nunes and Gakpo. But if you remember, Alisson Becker was actually man of the match, which kind of says a lot. Without him, we would have actually drawn or lost that game. Because after going 2-0 up, they then went down to 10 men, but they just were way better than us.
I think there was a bit of complacency that kicked in because 10 men, you always feel like, oh yeah, we'll win now because they're down to 10 men. You do see it happen quite a lot. Happened the other day with Man United. Was it Man United and Tottenham? Or there was a game the other day and the team went, no, West Ham Chelsea. West Ham went down to 10 men and then they looked like the team had the advantage. It can be weird sometimes of that 10 men thing, but yeah, we weren't the greatest in that game.
I hear you. We were very lucky that day, in my opinion, to escape with 3 points. Had it not been for Alisson Becker doing an absolute madness and doing what Alisson Becker does. However, we fast forward to tomorrow's game and it's a massive one. And if we fall below standards tomorrow, we could get eaten up at St James's Park. We've seen them batter Tottenham there. We've seen them batter Aston Villa so far this season. Gave a decent account of themselves against Manchester City. The crowd are going to be really up for this game, and so are the players. So we need to get amongst them from very early and do what we need to do. From a Newcastle standpoint, who do you see as their like main danger men or the ones we need to be really worried about?
You know what? Newcastle are kind of more of a collective team, to be honest. They remind me a bit of how we were at the beginning of our thing, where you have got a few flashy players. Like we had Mo, we had Mane, who were absolute killers. The way they've got maybe like Isaac and now they've got Tonali, they've got Gameres. They've got bad boys in their team, but I think they're more of a gelled unit, what makes them good. I don't think they have that like, oh yeah, if he's not there, we'll be rubbish kind of thing. I think they've just got a good unit of players, you know what I mean? So if you beat Newcastle, you got to rattle the unit. That's what you have to do. The funny thing is, see that Aston Villa game, it wasn't, the scoreline kind of flattered Newcastle at the same time, you know, like a lot of people, yeah, like I watched the game and Newcastle probably were the better team, like if you really wanted to say who was a better team, but even a lot of people who've analysed it afterwards have said like Villa were better than what the scoreline made it look like. It's like Newcastle on the day were just clinical and they took their chances when they got them. And the scoreline made it look bigger of a gap than it actually was in the game. Villa weren't crap on the day. Do you know what I mean? Like the Newcastle, you know, sometimes things just click for you and it just works. And at the end, you're like, oh, how the hell did we beat 4-0? Like it was like a 1, it was like a 1 or a 2. It wasn't a 4. Do you get what I mean? So we got to maybe just try and take our chances, which is something Villa didn't do in that game. If we get them, and then hopefully, you know what I mean.
I actually say their danger man is Isak, and if Harvey Barnes, I know.
What already? You think he's already like
Harvey Barnes looks like he's starting to settle. Again, I'm happy, but I'm still really surprised they never went for Diaby. I know Almiron works hard and he's industrious and all that, and he's energetic. We're live, people. We're live. I know he's energetic and all that, but I just think quality-wise, he leaves a lot to be desired sometimes. And I know he had a good start to the season last season, but again, he quickly filtered off. I think that was just a purple patch he's going through. If they had Diaby on one side and Harvey Barnes on the other, and then Isak up top, I think that would be a very potent front three. But again, he chose Villa for whatever reason.
It's a good job they didn't get a derby though, right? Because that would really mean they're on the way to their like revolution.
Yeah. Because those three are young players as well, and they could grow together into a force to be reckoned with.
And I don't mean this with any disrespect, but Villa is still a team you can take DRB off, whereas Newcastle, they're not. Like your dream isn't dead, even though he's at Villa. If he went Newcastle, the dream would be dead.
Shall I tell you why it's dead? Because you know how much Villa are going to ask for at the end of next season or the end of this season.
But the availability is still there, though. Newcastle don't care about money. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm talking about for us. We ain't getting it for 70, 80 million.
Look, if let's say we got 150 for Salah next summer, 80 mil for Diaby won't be the worst thing in the world.
No, it's just frustrating because you could have got him for 45 this summer, though. It's
like, I
know. It's just poor business. It's poor business, poor planning. But let's not digress. Let's go into the nooks and crannies of this drift. Liverpool Football Club versus Newcastle. I think we all agree in goal it's going to be Alisson Becker, right?
Yeah.
You going right back, bearing in mind no Ibu. This is your team, not the team that Klopp would pick, by the way.
Yeah. This is my team. I'm going three at the back.
Whoa. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change formation then. So what are you doing? 4-3-3?
Yeah. No. I'm doing 4-2-3-1.
Oh, 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, I'm doing 4-2-3-1.
All right, go on then.
So 3-2-3-1. Sorry.
3-2.
3-2. No, hold on.
3-2-4-1. You mean?
Yeah, 3-2-4-1. So yeah.
Yeah, go on then.
I'm going Joey right side of the three.
Okie doke. On.
I'm going. I see. I've been going back and forward on this in my mind, but I just hope he can do his thing. I'm going Robbo left side of the three, and I'm going Verge in the middle. I was very, very tempted to go Matip in the middle and Verge the left side of the three, but I'm gonna go Robbo from the start and then see how it goes.
Okay, go on then.
Then I'm going where you are now, the cursor you're in now, Trent.
Yeah. Okay.
And then next to him, I want Endo.
Go on.
Left side, I'm going Diaz. But Jota, if Diaz isn't fully fit, I have seen he's been in training, so I hope he's all right. But like he came off with like that, like precautionary thing or whatever. So I hope he is fully fit. That would have been Jota if not for that. Right side, I'm going Mo.
Yeah.
Next to Mo, I'm going Szoboszlai.
Yep.
McAllister to finish up the midfield.
Yep.
And then I'm going Nunes up top. I want the gunman this game.
I didn't expect this drift.
Now, the planning behind this is I want the creativity of Trent, Szoboszlai, and McAllister to just rattle whatever press Newcastle are going to put on us, because they're going to put a press on us. Best believe, bruv. They're going to be trying to press us like a shirt. What I like about this is we've got a lot of people in the midfield now who enjoy the football. And when you're being pressed, you need people who enjoy the football. And I want the creativity of Trent from deep. But I don't want him still having to keep going back to right back. I want his position in this game to stay in the middle. And everybody knows it. So everybody's ready for it. And it isn't overlap down that side because we're doing this and that. I just want it to be, no, Trent is in the holding position, in the pivot, where he's very good at interceptions and whatnot. And then I want it to be a set formation so that the defense are already settled always, and there isn't this big gaping gap because he's inverting and everyone's. I just want it to be boom. This is what it is.
Okay. I'm gonna do my team now. So I've saved yours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 4-3-3. I'm going Ali in goal. I'm going Trent right back. 1 second.
Yeah. While I wait for Cal to come back, people, my chat has gone a bit mad, people, so I can't actually see any of the chat. So let me check.
I don't know if anything's coming through on my side either. I was watching Jamie's channel yesterday, and the same thing was happening to him. So.
Okay, I've just clicked onto another thing, and everybody's still in the chat. Big up everyone in the chat. Everybody's still there, and I can see it, but I just can't see it within my actual thing, so I didn't know what was going on. So yeah,
I'm going Matip, right centre back.
Okay, cool.
Virgil, obviously. And then Robbo. No. DM, Endo. So Bosley to the right. Mac to the left. Left, I'm going Lewis. Right, I'm going Salah. And for this game, I'm going Gakpo. I'll explain my rationale behind it.
Okay.
I'm still not trusting Gomez to be in a starting 11 yet. And I know he's more athletic than Matip, which will potentially come in handy against someone like an Isak. But I'd rather go with Matip because I think he reads the game better. And when Matip at his best is better than when Gomez is at his best, in my opinion. So we have to hope Matip is at his best or close to his best. Virgil obviously picks himself. He's our best centre-back at the moment that's available. I've gone with Robbo over Tsimikas because Tsimikas hasn't looked interested recently. And I think there's a slight situation building there, which is not good. In midfield, I think it picks itself. I think you have to go with Endo. If you brought him in and he's meant to be match fit and this, that, and the other, then he's got to play. Mo and Diaz, they pick themselves at the moment. They're our two best wingers. And then Gakpo, the reason I've gone with Gakpo is because I think we need someone who's definitely going to be able to hold up the ball and bring others into play, especially with Szoboszlai potentially being able to make an overlapping run or the late midfield run. So that's who I've gone for.
I understand your rationale. I really do. Bob, you know me already. Cody's my guy. So it took a lot for me to leave Cody out of the team. But I think the reason why I want to go for Núñez is watching the way Newcastle played in their first two games. They are very expansive now in comparison to how they were last season. And rightly so. They've got brilliant attacking options. And I think they've got more confidence within themselves. They've got a swag now. They'll come for you rather than sit back. I think Núñez can exploit that better than Gakpo. And that's the reason why I want to play Núñez in this game. I want us to keep them honest. And as brilliant as Gakpo is, in a game like this, I don't think Gakpo keeps them honest because he'll be where they'll want him to be, where they can see him. Núñez is going to be making the runs off the shoulder constantly, running across the back four all the time and keeping them honest. So, and when they're higher up the pitch, he's got the ability to spin in behind. And then within an hour, if it's not working, then you bring on the brilliance of Cody and you switch it up. So that's how I see this situation unfolding, and that is the reason why I would rather, just for this occasion, go with Núñez up top.
I'm gonna be real. After watching Botman versus Haaland, Botman seems to relish the physical battle and all that. I think Núñez would play into his hands. and Nunes, I think pride will take over and you'll try and do that battle. Gakpo, I don't think cares about that stuff. Gakpo cares about finding the space, bringing others into a play. And again, no disrespect to Nunes, I still don't think he's there yet. I don't think he's refined enough.
The difference between Nunes and
sorry to cut you as well. I think even if they're both one-on-one with the goalkeeper as well, I'll be honest, I kind of favouring Gakpo at the moment.
No, I mean, I totally understand where you're coming from on that one. But the difference is Nunes, even though Nunes is aggressive, Nunes doesn't like the physicality in terms of his aim isn't to get all like touch tight and rough you up or whatever, which I think Haaland more enjoys. So I think if Nunes just keeps running off of you, away from you, making those runs, that'll be a bit different to how it's like to deal with Haaland. Haaland will rough you up. It's not that he don't make runs off you, but he just likes to rough you up, let you know he's there. Nunes won't do that. Botman's a big guy. Yeah, he does enjoy that. All right, well, you want some of this, yeah? Nunes won't be doing that. Nunes will be running away from him and he'll have to chase Nunes. That will make it a bit more difficult to keep an eye on him. Do you get what I'm saying? So hopefully that can work in our favor. And then just leave space for Salah and Diaz as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like they're just going to stand there and watch it happen. If Nunes takes the run and there's a bit of space, Diaz or Salah can run into that space. Or Szoboszlai can even run into that space now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that that's how we can develop that situation. You there, bro? Have I crashed or have you crashed? People.
So then I've got.
Oh no,
Can
there
you
you
hear
go.
me?
Yeah. You went there. You went
it
for a
was
bit.
me.
I
It
was
was me.
trying to figure out if it was me or not.
No, it was me. Score predictions.
Oh, bro, I don't know, man. My heart is telling me 3-2 Liverpool, and my head is telling me 2-1 Newcastle. Oh no, man. I'm gonna totally cop out, no pun intended, and split the difference. I'm gonna say 2-2 draw.
I'm gonna go 3-2 Liverpool. I think it's gonna be a very.
So our hearts are thinking the same thing.
Remember, I said this to you last night. I think it's gonna be a game where it's very attack focused, and I think if it comes down to that, I think we have the better attackers. And I think we squeeze out a 3-2, but it will be a very lively game, and it's not going to be an easy game at all. It'll be a 3-2 at the end of the game, like we are like, thank God that's over.
Or like clinging on for the 3 points.
Yeah. I'm talking about you might have all this, and Nat Phillips might have to play tomorrow. You might have to come off the bench in the 80th minute and just head everything out. But yeah, I'm going to go 3-2 Liverpool.
I just as long as we don't hold a nil. Because while we're trying to get ourselves into a shape where we can go on and achieve something, a draw away at Newcastle and a draw away at Stamford Bridge is a brilliant result. Do you know what I mean? It's 2 grounds we don't have to go to at the business end when those teams will probably be in full flow. And it also means that we didn't drop points to people who we're competing for the top 4 with. So anything other than a loss is a good result at St. James's Park, in my opinion. But I want the W, obviously.
Fair dues. Well, people, there you have it. Before we go, actually, a question here. I think we've both spoken about this, but from Dave Robertson, could we get your opinion on whether Harvey has a long-term place in his team?
Unfortunately for me, I don't think he does.
So I think he does have a long-term place because Klopp loves him. But I don't think he should have a long-term place.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think Klopp, he's the project. Elliot's the project. He ain't going nowhere, but I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. I think it's time to send him out on loan.
I'd probably cash in on Elliot, put some buyback in his contract or something. There's not a position for him in our system.
This is when maybe I am too sentimental, as people always try and say. Because he's a Liverpool fan, I feel really bad kicking him out. But I think you're right. It might be time. But like, I know what it must feel like to be 19 and get to play for your boyhood club. It's got to be the biggest dream of all dreams. And to crush it already feels really bad, man. Like, it
It's not
feels
crushing it though.
really bad.
If you put a buyback in there, it's not crushing it.
Nah, he knows he's never coming back once he leaves, Cal. He knows. He's not coming back once he leaves. You put the buyback in just in case, but he's not coming back. He's not.
There's an argument you keep him for what until he becomes club grown, homegrown. But even that, it's just stunting his growth at this point. He's not a winger in our system, and he's not a centre midfielder in our system. So where does he play? Unless you're going to transition to playing an actual 10, and we ain't going to do that either.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mad, man. I see a couple comments talking about my boy Maddie. Yeah, I know, man. Once upon a time, we should have got him. I let that dream sail, but Maddie's a baller, man. He's
100%. I'll be honest. If we didn't get Szoboszlai this summer, then I'd be furious not getting Maddison.
Especially for 40 mil.
Yeah. That's the only reason I'm relaxed about the Maddison one, because we got Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
If we didn't get Szoboszlai, then I'd be screaming from the rooftop about Maddison.
Yeah,
and please, can we stop the Mason, Mount, and Maddison comparisons now as well? It's clear.
Yeah. But the Maddison Grealish one was the more fair one. Isn't it?
Yeah. But I think I'm here to entertain a conversation because I rate Grealish highly. But let's not put Mount in that category, please. Like, he's not that guy.
They're different players as well. Mount hasn't got that flair and creativity that Mason has. So yeah, then
that's what I've been saying. A lot of people
Maddison, sorry.
Maddie's a baller. But yes, people, let us know your score predictions in the comments. If you haven't already, please do smash that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We will be back live for the match watch along tomorrow.
Yeah. And apologies for everyone who's like said anything we might have missed. Like our side of the thing, the chat is just totally gone.
It's frozen. So, from the last comment we can see is big up by Dynamic Edition, and that was 10:01. We ain't seen
that was 21 minutes ago.
Yeah, so apologies, guys. Our system rack is not working. I know a few other content creators have had the same problem over the last 24-48 hours, so it's hit us this time. But no, we appreciate you all. If you haven't already, do smash that like button. Until we see you tomorrow, have a great rest of the Saturday. Stay safe, stay blessed. Kopish from out, people. Take care.
Peace.